everyone, this is Susie Q of Susie Q's Happy Little Haven, and welcome to my nursery room window. Hi everyone. So this is a different kind of video today. The other day I had a special request from a Dolly friend sub named Grace, who also has a channel called Mother's Loving Arms. And she wanted to see my Ping Lau collection. And so, and it's because, well, first of all, she's a reborn artist. She reborns her own dolls, and I think she also reborns dolls for friends, but I'm not real sure about that. But anyway, she also has a Ping Lau collection that she's adding to, and she wanted to see my entire collection. And so what I thought I would do is show you the collection in whole. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 Ping Lau babies and toddlers in my collection. So I'm going to introduce you one by one and tell you who they are so that you can meet them each in person. So this is Kimberly Ann, and Kimberly Ann is the Shanty sculpt. And like I said, these are all by Ping Lau. And she's wearing a darling little tutu outfit that I changed her in. And this is how she's my flexible girl, and this is how she sits in my nursery. Isn't that cute? Okay, so next we have Maggie Mae, and Maggie Mae is the Milla sculpt, and this is how she sits in my nursery as well, although she's not my flexible girl. And so yeah, she just sits there and smiles away. She does have a baby sister, and I just changed her not too long ago. In fact, it was my last video. And this is Abby Rose, and Abby Rose is the Autumn sculpt, and she's a cutie pie. I love this Easter dress that I changed her into. So yeah, and then next we have Emma Grace, and I named her after my artist that did the majority of the dolls in my nursery, and her name is Emma Bennett. And so this is the Cami sculpt, and she's got those beautiful blue eyes going on. Yes, she does. So yeah, she's the Cami sculpt. And then next we have, let's see, Gabriella. She's gorgeous. She's the Jamila sculpt. And she is smaller than the other big toddler girls, but she also has a chest and back plate, as you can see. So there's Gabriella. And then the last of the big girls we have, this is Franny Ray. Yes, she is. She's the latest, my latest big girl Ping Lau toddler, and she is gorgeous. And she was done by Emma Bennett as well. Now, all of these, except for 2, were reborn by Emma Bennett, and I'll show you the last 2 were done by Melissa O'Neill. So this is one of my big boy toddlers, and this is the Ziva sculpt. And like I said, he was reborn by Melissa O'Neill, and he has my heart. And this is how he sits in the nursery. He came with this little puppy. And then I already had this car, and so he sits on the car, and he's got his, he's also got his car keys going on. And those are electronic ones too, so if you press one of those buttons, it makes a bunch of beeping noises or whatever. So it's a pretty cute little car. And then last but not least, we have this little one, and I named her Amy Lynn. She is Amy Lynn. And you know, the funny thing about this sculpt, now when I got her, I thought that she was called the Lily sculpt, but then I've seen other places that sell this kit call it the Li Ling or the Ping Ping. And so I'm not real clear on the right name, but I'm gonna stick with the Lily sculpt because I believe that's what is on the COA. So yeah, so there she is, and she's my little, my darling little Asian sculpt, and I just happen to have this cute little Asian outfit that I dressed her all up in right after I got her. So yeah, so Grace, I hope you enjoyed seeing my my collection of big kids and babies. This is my entire collection of Ping Lau sculpts. Hi everyone, so today I have Maggie Mae with me. I wanted to bring her on today so that I could get her dressed up into her fancy Easter dress. But before I do that, I wanted to show you my bunny collection. And this is my bunny collection. It's all my favorite bunnies. And this particular bunny right here is the one that you see here. He is or she is a Charlie bear, and she was gifted to me by my dear friend Edith, and so I wanted to include her in my favorite bunny collection. And then next we have two little bunnies that I had gotten in two different box openings, and they're both the same kind. You know, the long limbs, the long legs, and the long arms, and they're just one's asleep. This is the girl, she's asleep, and then the boy is awake. And then right out front here is my Happy Easter card that I received from my dear friends in Montreal, Canada, Aunties Paula and Claudia, and I wanted to put that in the basket as well. And then here we have a cute little big-eyed bunny. She's really, really cute. I love her. She's a Precious Moments bunny. And then behind here is a bunny that I had purchased many years ago, and just fell in love with them. I love the flop-eared bunnies. Or they're called lop-eared bunnies, I guess is what they're called. But I thought that she was especially cute, and I put her in a little dress. And then last but not least, this is a little bunny. Or a larger or medium-sized bunny that came with one of my reborn dolls that I got, I think it was late last year. And inside the ears, she has matching ears to an outfit, if I remember correctly, that was sent as well. So, but anyways, I'm going to join you over at the changing table in just a few moments. Oh, and we can't forget the tiny little bunny that my hubby gave me in my very first and last Easter basket. So there she is. So yeah, I'll be joining you over at the changing table in just a few moments, and we're going to get Miss Maggie Mae all dressed up into her fancy Easter dress. So we'll see you in a few. Hi everyone. So I'm back at the changing table with Maggie Mae. And she is the Milla sculpt by Ping Lau and was reborn by Emma Bennett. And I want to show you the fancy dress that I'm going to be changing her into today. It's an Easter dress that was gifted to Maggie Mae back in 2022, 3 years ago, to wear for Easter. And she did do that, and but I wanted to bring it back today because I think it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous dress from top to bottom. And see this this pretty bow right here? It's got a matching hair bow that I'm going to be putting in her hair as well. But as you can see, it's just got all kinds of lace and I don't know, fanciness. It's hard to describe. It's so pretty. But anyway, and it's got like, you know, lots and lots of layers under there, and we'll go through those whenever I get her changed. And that is and she's got a bow that goes in the back as well, a real fancy bow, and it zips down the back, so it's going to be so pretty on her. And let me show you the accessories that I'm going to be changing her into as well. These are the shoes that I'm going to be putting on her. And these are a favorite pair of shoes of mine. I bought these quite a while ago for Maggie Mae, and they're by Carmelo Kids, and I just love them. They're white, shiny, patent leather shoes. And so, yeah. When Maggie Mae wants to be fancy, she likes to dress up in patent leather. So, reminds me of me when I was a kid, right? And so these are the socks I chose. I think that these are going to be really fancy too. She's going to be all fancy from head to toe today. So this is the bow. Like I said, it matches the dress. And then I want her to put these fancy little shiny, marbly looking bunny earrings in. I think that those will be just perfect for the outfit since it's Easter time. So yeah, in fact, Easter is next Sunday. Okay, so she's got her little princess doll with her, gifted to her by her auntie Carrie of Carrie's Little Cuties, this little princess doll, which she loves. We put her over here with the bunnies. And then she's, of course, got her little unicorn horse that she's had for several years now. So we'll go ahead and put those over here for now, and let's get her changed. So yeah, she's wearing right now. She's wearing her pretty yellow bows, flower bows that she got from her Auntie Suzanne, and so I thought I would go ahead, since she's only got one bow to put in her hair. I'm going to take her hair out of these little pigtails, or bunches, as Suzanne calls them. And I'm just going to take these out a little bit later, and I'm going to comb her hair down, and then I'm going to put the one bow in her hair at the side. So yeah, I think that's going to look really cute with the dress. So let me see, what are we going to do here? I'm going to take her over here for a moment, because I have the big kid pillow here, so that she can, when it's time to lay down, she'll be able to lay down properly and not have to worry about losing a pillow behind the changing table. So, and I think I'm going to have her lay down right now, because I'm going to go ahead and take her cute little clog shoes off, her little yellow clog shoes. This is a dress that I did a surprise twinning with Suzanne. And those of you who have been on my channel for a while know the story behind it. And yeah, and so I had watched a video one day when Suzanne found this dress for her Katie. She's got Maggie Mae has a twin sister. One of her twin sisters, anyway, is named Katie, and she's in Suzanne's nursery. And Suzanne had gotten this dress for Katie, and Maggie Mae just had to have it to match up with her twin sister. So I found it, and I bought it, and I did a surprise twinning with Suzanne one day, and I think she was really pleased about that. And I had fun too. I couldn't wait for her to see this matching dress. I thought this dress was just darling, and especially because of, it's got this little hole on either side of the shoulders. So yeah. So there's my little note that I write notes on all of my babies' clothes so that I can remember. Sometimes I forget. A lot of times I remember, who gifted what, but sometimes I forget. And I also put the year so that I know exactly when it was gifted. I don't know. That's just really important to me too. So yes, you guys, I'm that way. I'm very organized like that, and I can't help it. I just can't help myself. Either my mom or my dad must have been super organized too, because I got it from somebody. But I do enjoy organizing and stuff like that. So, and look at how cute this is, you guys. It's got a darling little mermaid in the front. So, oh, and it's by Mayoral, by the way, too, in case you want to look for it. So I wanted to mention that I hope that you enjoyed my Ping Lau collection just before this video. I ended up doing that video yesterday, and I wasn't sure if I was going to have time or not to add on a video with Maggie Mae, and I didn't have time because by the time I got out to the farmhouse to where my nursery is, it was already like way too late to even do a video. But since I knew that was going to be a short one, I went ahead and did it. And I thought, well, I can go ahead and finish up today with Maggie Mae. But yeah, so anyway, it was really fun showing all my Ping Lau kids. I thought that was a fun thing to do. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and put her dress on. Untie the tie back here. This is an absolute gorgeous dress. This is like satin or something. It's so shiny and pretty. Yeah, looks like this is going to be a really simple one to put on her. So we can set her up. Yes, we can. Turn her around here. And do some readjustments. Right now she says, why am I looking down? And I said, I don't know. Are you interested in your feet? I just don't know. So I was going to talk a little bit about today, because it's all about Easter today. You know, Easter that's coming up next Sunday. And I wanted to tell you, I forgot to tell you when in my last video, I was talking about the Easter candy that my mom put in the Easter baskets. And I was going to tell you about the candy, and I forgot to tell you about it. And what it is, and some of you might remember this, it was these huge, well, back in the day when we were small, these eggs were huge. They were like a hard, sort of a hard candy coating on the outside, and different colors, you know, like purple, yellow, orange, green, blue, white. And then there was, I believe they called it a cream filling inside. But the thing is, it wasn't a very tasty cream. It was kind of funny tasting, like maybe, I don't know, almost marshmallowy, but not quite. And so anyway, they, you know, like we, us kids, we really didn't like the taste of the eggs, but they were just, for us, they seemed to be like this big to us as little kids. But in reality, when you see them in the store today, they're still big. They're still about probably 2 inches long, you know, maybe that big around or something. I don't know. But anyways, they have changed today, these days, and the middle, you know, the inside is still the same, but the outside they've made the coating sort of like more of a fruity flavor, where before it wasn't that, you know, it was sort of like a bland tasting egg, but you know, we still enjoyed getting them. She also used to put we used to get a big chocolate Easter egg that was filled. Now when I say we, I'm going to say I really didn't like those big Easter eggs. They were huge. They're about this big, and they were filled with nuts and some kind of like, it might have been dried fruit or something. But anyway, I didn't care for it very much. It was a milk chocolate on the outside and decorated really nicely, but it seemed to me like it was more like for an adult. But you know, it was still fun to get in our Easter basket because it was a real prettily decorated egg. So yeah, and then I was going to tell you about also the funny way that my mom used to hide the Easter eggs. Well, you know, we all used to dye the eggs. There was 4 children in our family, and I have an older sister and 2 younger brothers, and yeah, we used to use food coloring mixed with vinegar for the dye. My mom used to boil, I think it was like 4 dozen eggs, and we would each get a dozen. She would hide a dozen eggs, 4 dozen eggs all over the house, and then us kids would take an egg carton and try to find the eggs. Well, the thing is, there was like one time that we couldn't find an egg one year. And so she started hiding the eggs in a very, I'm going to go ahead and take this pillow. She started hiding the eggs in very obvious places so that we could find each and every one. And I don't blame her for doing that, you know. But obvious places were like, back then, couches, they probably still do. Our couches had like wooden feet. And so what she would do is, I'm going to put her shoes and socks on. What she would do, my mom would do, is she would hide an egg very obviously behind the couch leg, you know, just kind of push it behind the leg, but you could still see it poking out. I mean, that was the type of hiding, quote unquote, places that she would do. And so yeah, I mean, we filled our egg cartons up very quickly because it was, it was just no problem at all finding all of the Easter eggs. And so yeah, I mean, we really did have fun Easters. And I carried that same egg hiding tradition into our family. I have 2 grown-up adult children, and I used to, my hubby and I used to hide eggs together with the kid, or for the kids, and the way that he did it was he would try to find very innovative, super hiding places. And but I would always do the obvious places because I was always afraid that, we wouldn't be able to find all the eggs. Well, back in those days, my hubby had a awesome memory. I mean, his memory was, he still has a good memory, but it's not as good as it used to be, like almost like a photogenic memory like that. And so, like, when he hid the eggs, he knew exactly where he hid them, each and every one. And so, there was never a problem with us finding the eggs. One of the things that he used to do that my son caught on to, and, my daughter did too, was he would go to a lamp, and he would take the light bulb out of the lamp, a lamp with a lampshade. He would take the light bulb out, and instead he would replace it with an egg. That's how inventive he was. He was really good at that. And, well, of course, I took after my mom, and, I hid eggs behind couch legs and, in front of stuff, so that the kids could find them easily. So anyway, yeah, those are good times, some really good memories. So yeah, so thanks everyone for those of you who shared your memories with me, your Easter memories in my the last video that I did. I think it's really fun, to bring up memories if you have some fun ones, about certain occasions and things like that. Yes, I do. I don't want to be the only one sharing after all, yeah. Speaking of my hubby's memory, he's really good at, we just went grocery shopping a couple of days ago this week, and it was on Tuesday, I think. No, it was on Wednesday. And he knows exactly where everything is on every grocery aisle. He just does, And so what I did was I made up a grocery list. I'm trying to get this. Why is this not poking in? I made up a grocery list on my computer, on my laptop, And I made it in the order of the store aisles and where everything was. And so whenever before we go shopping, you know, I circle those items, and then my hubby just takes us down and, you know, to whichever aisle. And the aisles are all in a row. The things are all in a row because he does not like to backtrack when he goes shopping. He wants to get shopping done and get out of there. He does not want to spend his time browsing and stuff like that. And so this list is super, super handy for him. My mom had a really good memory too. So I don't know, maybe I got my memory from my dad. Who knows? I'm not sure, you know. They both passed away, so I can't go back and at my age, I can't go back and say, hey, mom and dad, you know, hey, did you guys go through this when you were younger, you know, at my age? All right, let's go ahead and get little ones, her little bunches out and get her hair all combed up and stuff. Let's just get her done. Let's just get her done. Yeah, I always like to use new rubber bands. These ones, they work really, really well, but they also seem to, if they're in long enough, they'll just kind of stretch out, and you know, they're not much use after the second time. But you know, they come in a huge bag of like, I don't know, 1,000 or something. So it doesn't really matter, you know, if I only use them one time. So Maggie Mae, she's got really pretty hair. She's got, let me readjust here. Whoop. She's leaning back, laughing at me. Yeah, she's got human hair, and it is sort of a strawberry blonde, which is Emma Bennett does a lot of strawberry blonde. I really like the color of strawberry blonde, to tell you the truth. Oh yeah, this is how Maggie Mae normally wears her hair. It's usually down, but you know, when she twins with her sister, Katie, she insists on wearing her hair in bunches just like her sister. And I certainly don't mind her doing that. Let me see what kind of a clasp. I might be able to get away with not having to put a rubber band in. It's got a really nice metal tooth clasp. Not sure though. Yeah, it's kind of loosey-goosey because her hair is very smooth. So let me go ahead and I'm going to choose a pink. See, I told you my last video I chose a pink one too for her twin sister, or not her twin sister, but her baby sister, Abby Rose. I do use pink a lot, and it must be because the girls wear a lot of pink. What I'm thinking. It's what I'm thinking, so that's something that I'm doing with them, putting them in a lot of pink. Yeah. So how you all been? Anyway, we're today's the weekend. For those of you who work, you're probably having a nice, relaxing day, I hope, or it could be the day that you do errands. Gosh, when I worked, I had a career, and when I retired, I found that I could do errands on any day of the week. But you know, when I worked though, I used to kind of cut corners by. Sometimes I would at lunchtime I would do my grocery shopping. You know, the things that weren't refrigeration, and so yeah. But I also used to shop for fun at my lunch hour. I would, the girls that I worked with, you know, we all had this thing. We would say, hey, I'm going to do a Target run. Does anybody need anything? You know, we were all executive assistants. And so we all, you know, there was about a group of 8 or 9 of us up there. And So we'd go on a Target run, and boy, those were so much fun. But we had to hurry because like it took about probably 15 or probably 10 minutes to get there, 10 minutes back. So that's 20 minutes out of our hour. Then we had to stand in line. So, we only got maybe 25 minutes to rush around and go shopping. But anyway, it was worth it. It was so much fun to get out of the office and do something like that. Look at how pretty that bow looks in her hair. I mean, it just totally goes with this outfit. I love this dress. This dress is just beautiful. All right, last but not least, before we run out of time here, like I did yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and put her earrings in her ears. I must have spent, 10 minutes on that one shoe? So, yeah. Yep, just bumbling around, trying to get her buckle done. I think she looks very, very beautiful today. And I think that her Auntie Suzanne is going to love seeing her in this dress. It's been probably a good couple of years since she's worn this dress, and I just thought that she would look very pretty in it today, which she does. So there she is, everyone. There's my beautiful Maggie Mae. She wanted to send hugs and kisses to all of her twin sisters out there. My goodness, she has Katie at Suzanne's nursery, Suzanne's Babies Nursery. She has Lainey over at Carrie's Little Cuties Nursery. And then she has Johanna over at Holly's Dollhouse. So yeah, and she has more than that. She's got brothers and sisters as well, but those are the ones that she twins or triplets with. So she wanted to say hello to all of her little friends, all of her little twin sisters. So anyway, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. This has been a long video once again. I hope you enjoyed it though, as much as I do. Visiting with you each time. So have a wonderful weekend, and until we meet again, bye bye from me and Maggie Mae. Bye bye.